We strongly believe in the power of Mindshare. Together, we can spark brilliant ideas, ease someone's anxieties, inspire dreams, or simply brighten someone's day with a good love from true stories and insightful discussions. Welcome to Live, Learn, Share Station.
Hello, everyone, and very welcome to the show. We believe in the power of shared thoughts. So, welcome, Live, Learn, Share channel, where we can connect our mind in real time and with authentic personal experience and stories. Okay, I'm your host today. My name is Doan here, and you can call me Trish Doan. Okay, and I'm so glad to have Mr. Nguyen from Canada, and he's now currently client success representative from Chorus Entertainment. Okay, all right. So welcome, Mr. Nguyen.
Hi, thank you for having me here.
Yes. Okay, thank you. How are you today?
I'm good. Excited to be here. How are you?
Yes, wonderful. Right. So because this is the first episode for the channels, so I'm a little bit curious, a little bit nervous. Can we start? Okay.
Yeah.
So the first question is, you have experience in different business fields like fashion, home assistant, brand for years. So why do you apply for a Master of Psychology and work as
Mhm,
a psychotherapy in the future?
mhm. So I want to become a psychotherapist because of various reasons, but the two main reasons are because of my professional goal and personal experiences in my life. So, um, as you mentioned, I've worked in various fields. I believe it's five different industries already, and um, I've gotten to a point where I realize I want more out of my career. I want a career that is rewarding, one that I like, and one that is make me feel like I'm contributing to other people, be of service to other people. That's the professional side, and the personal side is my daughter. The birth of my daughter really sent me on like healing journey where I learned a lot about parenting and, trauma and intergenerational trauma and all that. And it got me, it intrigued me. So I went down like a rabbit hole learning about psychology and all these things. And it occurred to me that, oh my God, I would really love this as a career. So those are the two main reasons.
This is great. It's great to have a daughter, right? So how
Yeah.
about her? What's her name and how old is she?
Oh, she's her name is Ivy. Her full name is Ivy Rutsky Nguyen, and she's 2.5 years old. She's gonna be 3 in November.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank
Yes.
you.
So the next question is, after years work in various positions as assistant general manager of
Mhm.
airline, quality assurance analyst, accounting coordinator. So would you like to share an unforgettable and priceless lesson or any experience you have to the
Yeah,
viewers?
yeah, of course. I have a lot of good and positive experiences and events throughout my career. I love my job now at Chorus. I love the people there. But what I want to share with the viewers and the listeners is actually somewhat initially negative experience I have. I was working as an assistant general manager at Gap. Really good job. I love the work. I love the people. I was getting paid pretty well for my age at that time. And, I would have continued working there if this didn't happen. But they went through a major restructuring of the company. So all of the assistant general manager position were gotten rid of. So I was laid off from the company. So I it was a shock, right, to say the least to me, because I realized up until the point I have associated myself with my job too much. You kind of like when people ask you who you are, you're like, yeah, my name's Daniel. I'm the assistant general manager, blah, blah, blah. Like, great. No, I want to know who is Daniel. So it was, a very eye-opening experience for me. I was really upset in the beginning, right? Naturally, it's a very upsetting event. But now looking back, it helped me find out who I am, and it helped me realize that you're you are not defined by your job. You're not defined by your title. You shouldn't, right? You're a lot more than that. So, never mistake who you are for what your job is. Yeah.
Right. So I'm curious that at the moment you realize
Mm-hmm.
that your job cannot define you.
Mm-hmm.
So what did happen? What did happen before that? What happened exactly? And how do you feel when at the moment you realize
Mm-hmm.
your job cannot define you?
Um, well, you're a lot more than that. Like, of course, we have to work and we have to pay our bills, right? Like, especially in Canada and North America, where the cost of living is a lot, right? Especially when you have a kid, is even more. Of course, your job matters. I'm not saying it doesn't, but the a lot of people like myself back in the days, I feel like they have this misconception of that's who you are. I see it in my friends, I see it in my coworkers. And when something bad happens, for some reason, let's say you get laid off, like me, or you retire, all of a sudden people have this shock that who am I now? Like I'm not the CEO of this company. I'm not the manager. I'm not this, that. Who am I? So they go into this shock and then they realize, wait, this can't be right. I still exist. I still am this person. I've lost my job, but is that my identity? So I say it to people like you can live um, in ignorant bliss for a very long time, right? Then something happened, then you realize this cannot be it. So yeah, it's a very um, eye-opening lesson that I learned the hard way, and I hope that people can learn the lesson without getting to that point. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Very share with you, and I'm sure that many people out there have the same story with you, and they maybe have the encouragement for your sharing. Yes,
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
yes, I know that during after COVID-19 until
No,
now,
yeah.
yes, uh, global economies and trade war, so blah blah blah. So that is very a tough time to almost people around the world, right?
Yeah.
So
And I want to add to that is that um like another way of saying this is you have to look at negative events in your life from a different angle. It may be a blessing in disguise. You don't know what lies at the end of it. It's like, the light at the end of the tunnel. At the moment when you're going through it, it may be the worst thing that's ever happened to you. But when you get out on the other side and you look back, you're like, thank you, right? You're like, thank you. Thank God this happened. It helped me realize the truth. So you have to understand that there's like yin and yang, black and white in life. It's not always bad and it's not always good. There's always something at the end. So, blessing in disguise is how I see these things now.
Yes, absolutely agree. Fortunately, we are here.
Yeah,
Yes, we healthy, we strong, and we have our house, accommodation, food, and
food. Yeah,
family, friends. Yeah,
yeah.
love.
Gratitude is big. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So, do you have any motto or an advice that appear in your
hmm
mind, and you can share with
hmm
the audience or the young generation?
Yeah, I have several, but what I'm really passionate about, and I want young people to take it seriously, is learn who you are, find out who you are. That's the simple um, model that I have. It's a lot easier to look at somebody and get to know them, and like your friend, your parents, your wife, your husband, your children. It's very easy for us to look at them and watch them and say, yeah, you're this, you're hardworking, you're smart, you're that, you don't do well with conflict, you need to work on your communication skills. Like, but it's very hard to look at ourselves in the mirror and be honest with ourselves. It's like we can discover space, but we're so afraid of looking inside. So
Mm.
that's what I mean by find out who you are. You know, what do you like? What you don't like? What are you good at? What are you bad at? Right? What makes you upset? What inspires you? What motivates you? All these questions help you later on in life when you're choosing your career, even when you're choosing which university to apply to, when you're looking for a partner, when you're dating, looking for a husband or a wife. Should I have kids?
Mm.
Without a baseline of knowledge of who you are, of self awareness, you will go through life in darkness. Like you will be blindfolded. It's like Oprah said, you're walking around blindfolded. So I want the young people to take off the blindfold, know themselves before they make any decisions. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, do you usually read a book?
I love reading. Yeah.
Okay. So, can you recommend your favorite book to the audience?
I have a, I have a lot of books that I like, but I think I want to recommend two books for different things for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are and what you do, what stages you're in. I recommend reading Daring Greatly by Dr. Brené Brown. She's a researcher of shame and vulnerability, and her concept of being in the arena and setting boundaries are so applicable and important in our lives today in this society. And those are the two things I really, really live by in my day to day. So amazing book, amazing concept. It will help you in everything in your life. The second book is Emotional Intelligence 2.0
Mm-hmm.
by Dr. Travis Bradley and Dr. Jean Greaves, I believe. Is whether you're a boy or girl, whether you're good at empathy or not, it's a very logical um, book to read about emotional intelligence because we believe for the longest time, right? That like your IQ means everything. Like, can you do math? Can you solve puzzle? That will define your success in life, right? Like, but research has shown that that's not the only thing. There's EQ, and a lot of high paying, successful, impactful leaders do not have high IQ, but they have really high EQ. And they're able to work with a lot of people and bring people together. So it also helps in your personal relationship. So it's such an underrated, skill to have. And that's why the book will be the first step in working on that.
Well, to be honest, I saw that how you connect your life experience and how your sympathy to people around with your daughter,
Mm.
your wife, and your family. So by myself, I saw that there will be a talented master psychology therapy, and I hopefully that um, you can share deeply and help a lot of people in the
Yeah,
future
thank you.
with their mental health. Because you know what? Because now we live in a very crowded world. Yes, stress come up very easily.
Yeah,
So your job will be wonderful, and you will be amazing master secretary.
thank you so much. That means a lot. That's really what I want for myself, to be able to help other people. Yeah,
Yeah, sure. So, you also listen music, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
all the time.
what song you can repeat after times currently?
Whew. Right now, I really like Whiplash by aespa. Um, it's a K-pop song. It's very addictive. Yeah,
Okay.
and at the same time, I'm also I love Teddy Swims. I don't know if you heard of him. He had a couple of really popular songs now in North America and US and Canada. And my favorite song from him is Sweet Dreams.
Oh,
Yeah. It's either Sweet Dreams or Nightmare. Yeah.
okay. Okay, so our audience will listen to these songs our the postcard, okay, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
you should. Yeah.
So thank you very much for the authentic personal story, experience,
Okay.
and personal feeling as well.
Mm,
Um, Good advice for the young generation, and I hope that we can come back very soon in another episode of Leave Learn Share channel. Okay, so thank you very much. Uh, I'm grateful for uh, having you be here, and have a good day.
thank you,
Wish,
Tris. It's great to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
okay, thank you, thank you
Take
for
care.
yeah, thank you for your listening, and thank you all the guests and audience of Leave Learn Share channel. See you soon in the next episode.
Thank you for being here with us. You can send us your authentic stories and wonderful experience by email or recording. I can't wait to know it. So let's connect, listen, and share your minds. I'm Tristan from Leave Learn Share channel.